Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to cilinixfxcapital. Hope you're all doing great, and welcome to this new video right here on Cardano. Wanted to do a full update on this. I tried to keep you updated on the price action of Cardano for those of you who are interested in that. And just wanted to do a full update this morning as well. I have mixed opinions on Cardano right now. Last video, what I said, the main thing that we spoke about in the last video was being able to reclaim this level right here at 60 and 62 cents, which was the main support level for quite some time. And that's also that's also the key to getting some bullish price action back up to 70 cents, back up to 80 cents, and to regain that stability, right? Because Cardano for the majority since February, I should say, has been consolidating down here. And we had some deviations lower, for example, right here during April with all the tariffs, bad news. But now what you can see, and that's also why I'm a little bit, why I have mixed feelings on Cardano, is that we also broke back below that value area right here at 60 cents. And right now the strength, the recovery is much weaker than what it was at the beginning of April, right? April, we had massive volume coming in. We also had not only massive volume at the bottom, which Cardano this time around also had. It was a little bit lower, but that's not strange. It's April versus June. Obviously, in June, the volume is going to be lower. But then Cardano had some volume following up with buys coming in, and Cardano so far has not been able to do that. Now I have to say, if you zoom into Cardano right here, I mean, you can see that it's holding relatively well. We created some imbalances right here, and those were filled, and those held relatively well. And you can also see that right now we're trying to break above that 7-day rolling VWAP. So the early signs are definitely there, but then, like I said, the volume, and we also got some buying volume right here overnight with some positive fundamental news. So just to cut to the chase before we talk a little bit more about the possibilities, do I think it's most likely that Cardano is going to be able to reclaim right here and that we're going to recover back up to at least 68, 70 cents? Yes, I do still think that's most likely. But first of all, the strength for Cardano compared to the last time we were in a scenario like this is not the same, so that's bad. Then outside of that, if you compare Cardano to other similar coins, right, which it's quite hard to find similar coins, but it's doing a worse job at recovering. A lot of coins have already been able to reclaim this level right here at 61.5 cents. Even if you take a look at the total three, right, so that is basically the total market cap excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. So this is a great way to see how the average major is doing. Major cryptocurrency. You can see that's already back into its old range, and the chart looks quite funny here, but it's back within that area, right? It's not bullish in no shape or form, but it's at least it's stable, and that's also where Cardano wants to get, and it's not there yet. And I cannot help but think that that has fundamental origins, right? Fundamentally, Cardano just doesn't really have a narrative. It doesn't have that strength to gather up enough buys for a reclaim, unfortunately, right? Because I used to like Cardano a lot back, like 2-3 years ago. I really liked their approach, and I liked Charles Hoskinson quite a lot as well. But it's just not doing it. I mean, if you take a look at the TVL, it's dropping down. It's at the same levels almost as November 2024. Compare that to other chains, and this is looking very, very bad. DEX trading volumes is decent, but it's very low, right? It's a couple of million of dollars every day. App revenue spikes every once in a while, but usually it's in the thousands. Stable coins have increased, right? So that's great, but this is something that we have seen over a lot of networks, and so far we have not seen that this has caused a significant change in Cardano's price. So the fundamentals are not leading, the price is not following. I think the markets are going to be strong enough to get some sort of recovery. So therefore, and like I said, short term, the technicals do seem constructive as well. So therefore, I would say it is most likely that we'll be able to reclaim this, but I'm not expecting much for Cardano. And if you expect Cardano to reclaim that level, you're basically expecting general altcoin strength. And I would say it's better to then bet on a different altcoin. But yeah, those are my thoughts. Those are my realistic thoughts. I'm sorry if I said something you did not like, but I'm just telling my truth, right? But those are my thoughts. I think that's what you need to know. So if you do have any questions, let me know down in the comments. Take care. I'll see you on my next videos, and bye.